Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. My name is Matlodi Panda and I'm a consistently profitable Forex trader. I don't even know if I'm profitable anymore, guys. Okay, I am because at least I still have my two prop firm accounts, my challenges that I am busy with. The funded account is still there. Hey, but we are in deep reds. We are in deep reds. And then I'm also still on a stage one account with this. But I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid because when I was trading this challenge, right, the 2.5K challenge, there was a time where like the maximum loss that I had left was $30. And I managed to trade that account back to health. And then that's the same account that I am now funded with. So yeah, having the same, I'm gonna use the same what you call like the same technique that I use to nurse that account back to health. I'm gonna use it with these ones too. So let me tell you guys how what I'm gonna do. So with this 2.5K, because I have 10 USD left, right? I'm gonna round down 10 USD left of maximum loss remaining. I'm gonna risk $2 per trade. And like I don't care if it's a swing trade, if it's scalp or an intraday trade. I don't care. I'm gonna risk 2% per trade until I have $20. Once I have $20, I'm gonna risk half of that $20, which is $10, on a high probability trade. So the plan, I thought that I would have until okay, let's cancel that. I thought that I would have until let's just cancel that because we've got NFP that's coming Friday. I'm going to be trading NFP this coming Friday, and I'm only going to trade to risk $2 with this account. Now, when it comes to my 10K challenge, at least I still have like room to breathe, but this is kind of shitty for this being a 10K challenge. Okay. Now, maximum loss remaining on this is $120. And with this, I'm going to risk $20 per trade to make $20. Um, I forgot to mention this on the with the other account, but as you can see over here, we managed to make $11 today. Okay, we managed to make $11. I risked $13, but like the way that I've been trading, right? The way that I've been trading these accounts, guys, I know that I've identified the problem, okay? And the problem is that I'm not following my trading playbook. And the reason for that is because I have misplaced my trading playbook. I don't know if it's lost or I have misplaced it, okay? Now, ever since I became a funded trader, that's when I misplaced um my playbook. So I managed to make profit on the funded account. That's the first ever withdrawal that you guys saw without the playbook. So I think because of that, like I kind of took everything for granted. I was like, I was procrastinating, creating a new playbook. For those of you guys who don't know what a playbook is a book where it's like it has a list of rules that you follow while you're trading. For example, if I am in a trade and the trade is creating these kind of candlesticks, I'm gonna exit. And um, with the kind of trades that I've been taking lately, oh, these trades, guys, they have been high probability trades. They trades that I normally take, but um, for example, this is one of the trades. Okay, this is one of the trades. Over here, these kind of candlesticks over here indicated to me that the market is ready to turn, also because of where the area that the market is in, but because I was so set on the market getting to either one of this area or this area over here, and an indication that the market was never going to get to those areas was the market's inability to break this structure over here. But it is what it is. I was just following my plan. That's what I was thinking. Like I'm following my plan. I'm following my plan. And in a playbook, I was looking at the trades that I took on like when I was trading that prop firm challenge. Like I said, like with that prop firm challenge, like there was a time where we were in reds, but I managed to nurse it back to health. Um, and that's why I have so many trades, and I traded that account for so long. As you can see over here, I traded that account from the 10th month of 2025. That's part of the reason why I traded that account for so long, is because I had to nurse it back to health, and I did. And um the trades that I've been taking on these accounts, they're not bad trades. They have been really good trades. My only problem is that I have held on to losing trades for too long. And for me, a losing trade doesn't have to be a trade where the numbers are red in order for it to be a losing trade. If we are still in greens, but I can see that the kind of patterns, candlestick patterns that the market is printing, indicating to me that we are going to turn, especially since I'm an intraday trader. Sometimes I like a day trade or an intraday trade can turn into a scalp. You can identify those things really early on, especially as a day trader, right? And because I also don't have a playbook, it's been difficult for me to also identify if an intraday trade or a day trade is turning into a long-term trade. And because of that, I've been struggling to like, do I hold this trade? Do I exit? Sometimes I exit a winning trade too easily, and similarly to a losing trade, a winning trade does not necessarily mean that we are in greens, or but it means that SL has not been hit yet. So there is a trade that I exited that was a really really good trade. It was an intraday trade or a day trade that turned into a swing trade, a long term trade, and immediately after exiting the trade, market hit my take profit area in a very, very engulfing manner. And I think this was the trade. Yeah, this was the trade over here. Um, we had entered on this order block over here. As per usual, I always have like my stop loss well below the wicks. And then we had first take profit, and then we also have an overall take profit. So this is the trade that like, it's just these stupid excuses and mistakes that just that if me over. So yeah, guys, having said that, I saw something in these trades, right, on GBP USD, that or rather like the way that I have been trading lately confirmed something, right? It confirmed that the pound is getting weaker and that the dollar is getting stronger. Ideally, I would have loved for the market to get to either one of these areas over here, maybe here, also this area over here. Would have loved that, but we can see that the market did over here. And excuse me, maybe the market will revisit these areas over here. Definitely, the market will revisit these areas. Cool. And then we also have this area over here, right? That I'm looking to see uh an entry. I'm gonna find an entry over here. I know that for sure. I'm gonna find an entry over here. How am I gonna find an entry? Market will break this and then come to retrace the area and then go back down. So I think for NFP, like this move is getting ready for NFP this coming Friday. And then maybe we will have a 1, 2, third touch and then to the upside, or maybe the market will come down to um what you call this, the support of the channel. So yeah, that's that on that. Or we could even say till here. You can even say till here. I don't really like trading with channels as much as I used to, because I realize that channels aren't as accurate as accurate as they're supposed to be. And sometimes the channels I tend to leave a lot of profit on the table. So yeah, thanks to the mental game of trading, I'm able to identify those kind of things, and I'm able to um also, I will be able to create a proper trading playbook, thanks to the stuff that I'm reading from this book, or that I'm learning about the mental game and stuff, because most of my trading problems are not technical, to be honest with you guys. Most of my trading problems are just mental. I can't hold a trade for too long, and I know that because of transferring or transitioning into full-time trading, now that trading pays for stuff, like I'm more anxious. Yeah, I can't even like explain how anxious I am. I'm excited, and when we go back to these prop firms, like, this is how prop firms catch us. They know that we will give in to tilt, but I'm not going to give in to tilt. I feel like I have enough trading experience to not give in to tilt. I have enough trading experience to know that um a bad trading month can turn into a good, or rather a bad trading quarter of the year could turn into a good trading year, because of the lessons that you learn. And I know that for me, this era of my life that I'm in right now, trading this, it's teaching me a lot about prop firms, right? And I like to watch a lot of like YouTubers where they talk about like prop firms, or people that have been trading prop firms longer than I have, and they talk about how prop firms reward survival. If you cannot survive in the prop firm field, then hey man, like, prop firms will chew you up, man. They will chew you up. And especially for people who see prop firms as like the easy way out, it's easy money, it's this, man, it's gonna chew you up. Cool. Now, another way that I'm going to be looking for an entry, right? I don't know if now I'm just forcing things, but okay, let me just do this over here. Um, I'm going to be looking for an entry over here, right? Let's see if market breaks this to come back here, and then down to this area over here. And I feel like it's gonna shoot, and hey, I feel like it's gonna shoot. And it makes sense for the market to be bearish, because when we look at where the market is, when it comes to the structure of the market, the character of the structure of the market, right? Market is at these areas right here, and it is unable to break those areas. If we do that on the 4 hour, if we go to the 1 hour, as you can see with this area over here, on the 1 hour, we see here one, two, right? Market has to come and retrace a break, right? And then this purple area over here, that we started with, that is also a 4 hour area, right? I'm gonna delete that and leave this red area because they overlap. You can see over there that the market did reach that area over there. So um, without saying too much, let's just wait and see. Let me be patient. I think also with the trades that I've been taking, I have not been patient enough. I have not been patient enough. I have been um like ke my kid, you know. So yeah, that's that on that, guys. So I think for now, let's just leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, before we get before I leave out, I'll talk about my group. You know what? Like, I understand that you guys left because I'm having a losing streak. I also don't know if I suck at trading or if I'm having a losing streak. I don't know yet. Okay, because I have not nursed my accounts back to health. But I just want to say, Kid Blunt, puffed out, beat box, beat X. Don't fucking come back. If I'm living it up. Also, you Saint Weezy, don't fucking come back because I'm gonna kick you guys out of this group. And also with this group, like, I had opened it up like the whole of last week, but I realized that, you know what, like, I am, it's little things like this that make me not trust my brain. And Little things like this make me not trust my brain because I don't stick to the plan. The initial plan with this group was that I'm going to open it up only on Wednesdays. And you know what I did? I opened it up during the week and then I started getting messages. And then I realized, like, you know what? Like, imagine if I have 50 people in this group. Am I going to be able to keep up? No. So I won't be able to do that. So I'm only going to be opening up this group on Wednesdays. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really, really sorry, guys. But I just wanted to say that um, going into this week, like, I'm just going to wait and see. I'm just going to wait and see. I don't know if I will be taking intraday trades. I don't know about that. But yeah, guys, let's just keep it pashash. Let's keep it. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.